Trading is like real life. The markets are manipulated just like you. On this YouTube channel, we are going to be teaching you a way of escaping the rat race and becoming profitable. My name is Katie and I am the co-founder of In and Out Trading. Let's jump right onto the charts and I'm going to be showing you guys a trade that we took this week. Alright, so we are now on gold for our time frame, and first we have to identify the order flow. We can notice that the order flow is pretty bullish because we have a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we are expecting a higher low to occur. Alright, so now I'm gonna drop down time frames, and we can see that we have a breakout structure to the upside, and this breakout structure came from this demand zone, which is pretty valid because we also have imbalance above it. Now we are expecting price to pull back into this point of interest and then show a change of character. We can see that there's a change of character here. This change of character shows that the price is now pulling back. So we were bullish, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then now we are bearish, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So this shows, or this indicates, that the price is pulling back. We can also notice that we have tons of liquidity sitting on the buy side. I'm gonna play price and see what happens. Alright, so price taps into our point of interest. Now I'm gonna drop down time frames and see what happens. Price goes deeper into our order block. And then we have our change of character here. This is our change of character because let's just identify order flow here. We have a lower low, we have a lower high, we have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and this lower high puts in a lower low, and then this lower high gets broken by this up move. And now we are looking for demand zones or point of interest in this price leg. So we can notice that we have a demand zone here, we have a demand zone here, and these also have imbalance above them. So imbalance here and imbalance here. Alright, perfect. So now we know that the lower time frame order flow is bullish and the higher time frame order flow is also bullish. So now we are good to go and we can now take our entries. We have this demand zone, and scenarios like this, I like to take the 50% of this wick because the body is much smaller than the wick. So in these scenarios, I like to take 50% of the order block, and this is gonna be my entry right here. And I'm gonna be targeting the week high. Alright, so we have our first entry. In this case, we have multiple order blocks. I would take an entry also from this order block. We can notice that the wick is much larger than the body also in this scenario. I'm gonna take a trade from the 50 like this. Same thing. Alright, so now we have our entries. I'm gonna play price right now. Price goes up, switch the liquidity that is sitting here. So now we have a liquidity sweep, and now we are expecting price to pull back into one of our entries. Our first entry gets stopped out, which is completely fine. And then right after, we get tagged into our other entry, which is here. And let's see what price does. Price has an instant reaction from this demand zone, which is a good sign for us. But we also have sell side liquidity down here, which can be very dangerous. In this scenario, I'm not gonna touch my stop loss. I'm gonna leave it like this and let the trade run. Price comes down. Luckily, we didn't get stopped out, so we're good. And price has a breakout structure to the upside. Now, I would move my stop loss to break even. So just essentially get risk off the table and just let it run. All right. So you can see that this is a 1 to 14 risk to reward, and this other trade would have been a 1 to 11, but we had one loss and one win, so overall we're pretty profitable here. Very nice. All right, if you guys are interested in what we do here, then you can find all of the links in the description. That's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.